Welcome to Book Solid, the home service growth podcast. Helping service businesses capture more calls, respond faster to leads, and turn more opportunities into book jobs.
Welcome to Booked Solid, the home service growth podcast. If you run a plumbing, HVAC, electrical, roofing, or other home service business, this podcast is for you. Most service companies think they need more marketing, but the truth is, many are losing thousands of dollars every month from missed calls and slow follow-up. On this podcast, we talk about simple systems that help capture more calls, respond faster to leads, and turn more opportunities into booked jobs. I'm Jeff Middleton, creator of ProfitPulse, and in each episode, I'll share practical strategies you can use to grow your business without adding more complexity or hiring more office staff. Let's get into it. Picture this. A homeowner calls about a burst pipe at 7:30 in the morning. The person who answers types a long note, says they'll check with the tech, and promises a callback. 2 hours later, the homeowner has called a competitor and booked the first available slot. You just watched a hot lead evaporate because intake was slow and unclear. That's the pain most contractors know too well. Why does this matter? Because homeowners decide fast. If your intake doesn't create a clear next step in the first 2 minutes, the customer will pick whoever is fastest and most confident. Today, I'm going to give you a tight, empathetic 5-question intake you can train your team on in under 10 minutes. Use it, and you'll be able to convert more incoming calls into one of 3 outcomes: soft book, prioritize for same day, or place into a low-effort nurture track. Before we get to the 5 questions, a quick real-world scenario you'll recognize. A local plumbing company I worked with had operators who tried to be thorough on every call. They asked 20 questions, typed long problem descriptions, and then left the customer waiting. One afternoon, a technician had a cancellation slot and could have picked up a high-value call, but because the intake didn't flag the job as urgent, it sat in a general queue. Result, the customer hired a competitor for a higher price. That's lost revenue, wasted capacity, and unnecessary churn.
The key insight is simple. Focused qualification beats longer scripts. You don't need every detail on the first call. You need 5 pieces of information that let you decide quickly. Book now, escalate, or nurture. Those 5 data points give you a decision tree instead of a long, slow intake process.
All right. Here are the 5 questions, exact phrasing included so you can copy and paste into your script and train on it. Question 1. Can you describe the symptom in 1 sentence? Follow-up prompt. Is it leaking, making noise, not heating, or something else? Look for red flags like water spraying, electrical sparks, or no heat at all. Those are immediate priority signals.
Question 2. How long has this been happening? Follow-up. Did it start suddenly or get worse over time? Why this matters: sudden onset or rapid worsening increases urgency. If they say, started 5 minutes ago, or it just burst, mark it urgent.
Question 3. Are there any safety concerns or water or electrical exposure right now? Follow-up prompt. Are you able to safely stay in the home? If the answer indicates a safety risk, move to priority dispatch immediately. Don't book a later slot. Escalate to same day or emergency response. Question 4 is a subtle one, but powerful for revenue. Do you have a budget in mind for this repair, or do you want us to provide options? Follow-up, are you looking for the quickest fix, the long-term repair, or a few options to consider? This gives you a budget cue and helps you decide whether to offer a simple diagnosis visit, a full repair estimate, or a higher value immediate fix.
And question 5. When is the best time for a tech to be there? Are mornings, afternoons, or evenings better for you? Follow-up, is there someone home or do we need garage or gate access? This tells you access and a preferred time window so you can hold a provisional slot without going back and forth.
After those 5 questions, you should be able to take the caller down one of 3 paths: book now with an SMS confirmation, prioritize to a same-day slot, or place them on a low-effort nurture track. 2 quick rules to map answers to outcomes. Anything with safety risk or sudden onset becomes priority. Budget cues that signal immediate willingness to pay push to soft book.
Everything else goes into nurture with a scheduled follow-up window. Now, 2 automations you can implement today that pair perfectly with this intake. Automation 1, auto priority routing. Set a rule in your dispatch software or call platform that looks for the keyword tags you add after question 1 and 3, words like burst, flooding, sparking, or no heat, and automatically flag the job as high priority. Route flag jobs into a same-day slot pool and notify the dispatcher with a one-tap accept button. This prevents high-value calls from sitting in a general queue.
Automation 2, one-tap SMS softbook. After you softbook a provisional appointment, have the system send a short SMS. Thanks, we've provisionally held an appointment for date time. Tap to confirm. Link. The link should confirm the appointment in one tap and update your schedule automatically. That single tap reduces follow-up calls and gives customers confidence without needing extra office staff.
A couple of cautions. Keep the intake empathetic so it doesn't sound robotic. Start with, "I'm really sorry you're dealing with this." And always train a manual override for complex jobs that don't fit the rules. Run the new intake as a 1-week pilot and gather feedback from the team each day.
Here's a short implementation checklist you can use right now. 1. Print the 5-question sheet and tape it to the monitor for each operator. 2. Run a 15-minute role-play session. Have someone play an anxious homeowner and run 3 calls, an emergency, a standard repair, and a low-urgency inquiry. 3. Enable the 2 automations on a small scale, 1 dispatch route and 1 SMS template. Then monitor exceptions and adjust rules. 4. Track 3 metrics in week 1, calls answered, same-day bookings, and one-tap confirmations. If same-day bookings rise and one-tap confirmations climb, you're winning. If you want to pair this intake with more quick wins, grab our free guide, 107 Quick Wins for Home Service Businesses at ProfitPulse.biz. There are specific scripts, templates, and automation snippets you can drop into your systems right away.
To recap, use 5 focused questions: symptom, duration, safety, budget queue, and access time to decide fast. Map answers into 3 outcomes: softbook with an SMS confirmation, priority dispatch for urgent calls, or a low-effort nurture track. Train with role play, deploy 2 small automations, and measure calls answered and same-day bookings in week 1. These simple systems recover revenue without hiring extra staff.
Thanks for listening to Booked Solid, the Home Service Growth Podcast. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes where we break down simple systems to help home service companies capture more calls, respond faster to leads, and book more jobs. And if you know another contractor who could benefit from this information, share the show with them. Until next time, keep building systems that turn more calls into booked jobs. Turn more calls into booked jobs.